Violence, violence, violence. The current of violence running all over the world today. The high voltage, bloody, cruel social operation going non-stop, having lost all hope of ever stopping, and enlightening humanity to be up for peace and moving ahead with the acquired human values intact. No light seems to be flickering anywhere. Violence in the name of religion, violence in the name of false patriotism, violence in the name of place, violence in the name of truth and justice. Out are the social contractors negotiating deals to kill as many as possible. The cruel, bloody path all around, and money running into the coffers of the devils. That's the state of the world today. What to talk of any civilized society? The shameful statistics of deaths lie meaningless today. The latest hot phenomenon being the disaster due to corona, the pandemic that has utterly and devilishly shaken the roots of human existence. The sheer madness of the people at the top in China to show their power and presence to the world. That is still fighting the devils to ensure the survival of human life on this beautiful earth that happens to be our home. The political goons all out to spread hatred and enmity among the people and have the final laugh at the cost of thousands of lives. No matter there are cries and tears all over the world at such a gruesome operation. Who cares? That's the mindset of the devils in power in different powerful nations dotting the world. Humans are crying, humans are dying, but there are only a few that care. But they too are brushed aside by those who are loaded with tons of missiles and weapons of war. The cruel multiplying of arms continues, despite all tall claims of universal peace. What the hell is happening around? All sweet and enlightening nursery rhymes are fast losing their beauty and charm. Children are crying, fathers, mothers, brothers and sisters are dying. Just numbers to be mentioned by those holding the rods of political power. Humanity and brotherhood are becoming false notions to continue befooling mankind. Filled are the newspapers today with photographs of deaths and violence all around. We all are getting habituated to reading and seeing such mindless events given shape by the perpetrators of terror. And often we too tend to be one of them, out to kill all that is positive and promising. And when blamed, we offer the shameful excuse, the latest trend that has overtaken mankind, with all its merciless methods of managing things. Pages of history are overflowing with violence, blood, and dead bodies. And there is blood only in the exciting and the best-selling storybooks all over the world. Religious texts too have mention of violent events that have played major role in battles and wars that have been written about and have misguided generations for centuries. The preachers have justified violence for righteousness. We have framed a benchmark to justify violence in the name of righteousness. But we have failed to justify the reasons from which violence is born. And the world has been running along the highway of human adventure and progress. And yes, friends, yes. And that has been the state of affairs of human civilizations. Nations divided, hearts were shattered to pieces. The false sense of patriotism led to millions of lives across the world buried in the coffins that tell their story. To be inspiration to all, novels and poems had them as the central theme. Families cried and divided. Relationships became the victims of violence, and still this is going on non-stop. Men are busy making bombs and missiles only to kill their own fellow beings, or one can say to stay safe and make others realize their limits in case they have tried to go mad. My dear friends, when violence breaks into one's thoughts, it begins to show in one's behavior and then begins the crazy show. A slap on the face of one's beautiful and charming face that even blocks one's breathing. All sweet thoughts that define culture get a sudden break and one goes mad to do all that had been happening in the jungle life for centuries. Attacking, killing and crossing all limits of brutality. Friends, humans are breaking. On the trend-setting modern clothes today, one can easily see the autograph of violence, the signature that drumbeats the distance one has made from one's loved ones. And we all watch the show and enjoy the adventure in cinemascope and go home thinking about the wonderful experience that happened to be so exciting and colorful. My dear friends, when you look deep within yourself, you will find many questions burning and torturing your soul. No one has answers to the questions burning within us. They are with us only, deep within our soul. We just need to look deep within our soul. Everything exists because we exist. All that we talk, all that we do are our adventures only. We stay as spectators to only of what others do, or join them to live the new definition of our relations. Our presence only results in violence. When we are off, everything is off. What to speak of violence only? Thank you.